are back again with our Tuesday new books. Of course, we've got some fiction and nonfiction. We start with the fiction. First one, Not Everybody Lives the Same Way, a novel by John Paul Dubois. Paul Hansen is in prison. He's been in this prison on the outskirts of Montreal for a couple of years now, sharing a cell with a murderous Hell's Angel who often reminds Paul that he could kill him at any moment. What did Paul do to end up here, and why does he jeopardize his life and release by refusing to show remorse? Not everybody lives the same way. For Treasures of the Sky, Jenny Zhang, a propulsive and dazzling debut novel set against the backdrop of the Chinese Exclusion Act, about a Chinese girl fighting to claim her place in the 1880s American West. For Treasures of the Sky. Robin Carr, A Family Affair. Life's biggest dilemmas can provide its sweetest rewards. A Family Affair. The Sea of Tranquility, a novel by Emily St. John Mandel. Edwin St. Andrew is 18 years old when he crosses the Atlantic by steamship, exiled from polite English society following an ill-conceived diatribe at a dinner party. Sea of Tranquility. Christopher Reich, Once Upon a Thief, a Simon Risk novel. Facing enemies at every turn, freelance private spy Simon Risk dashes across Europe to find the truth behind a mysterious investor known as the Collector in the fourth installment of this high-stakes, page-turning international espionage series known for its stylish escapism. Once a Thief. The Candy House, Jennifer Egan. The Candy House opens with a staggeringly brilliant Bee Bouton, a tech demigod on a first-name basis with the world. Bix is 40 with 4 kids, restless, desperate for a new idea, when he stumbles into a conversation group, mostly Columbia professors, one of whom is experimenting with externalizing memory. The Candy House. Sister Stardust by Jane Green. From afar, Talitha Getty's life seemed perfect. In her 20s, already a famous socialite and actress, she left London for an exotic palace in Marrakesh and her husband Paul Getty, the famous oil heir. There she presided over a swirling expat scene filled with music, art, free love, and the counterculture taking root across the world. It says this is her first novel that she based on a true story. James Rollins, Kingdom of Bones, a thriller. The latest riveting, deeply imaginative thriller in the Sigma Force series, told with its trademark blend of cutting-edge science, historical mystery, and pulse-pounding action. It begins in Africa. Kingdom of Bones. Again, Rachel, Marion Keyes. Back in the long ago 90s, Rachel Walsh was a mess, but a spell in rehab transformed everything. Life became very good very quickly. These days, Rachel has love, family, a great job as an addiction counselor. She even gardens. Her only bad habit is a fondness for expensive sneakers. But with the sudden reappearance of a man she once loved, her life wobbles. Again, Rachel. Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus. Chemist Elizabeth Zott is not your average woman. In fact, Elizabeth Zott would be the first to point out that there is no such thing as an average woman. But it's the early 1960s, and our all-male team at Hastings Research Institute takes a very unscientific view of equality. Except for one, Calvin Evans, the lonely, brilliant Nobel Prize-nominated grudge holder who falls in love with, of all things, her mind. True chemistry results. Better luck next time, Julia Claiborne Johnson. It's 1938, and women seeking a quick split from ill-chosen husbands head to Reno, Nevada, the divorce capital of the world. There's just one catch. In order to win their walking papers, these would-be divorcees must stay in the state for 6 weeks to become residents. To make the best of their time in the desert, a few lucky of the wealthier set do their time at the Flying Leap, a dude ranch that caters to their every need. This is Julia Claiborne Johnson is our writer in residence at the Fairhope Writers Cottage this month. So check that one out. Anne Perry, 3 Debts Paid. A killer is on the loose, targeting victims with an elusive connection that young barrister Daniel Pitt must deduce before more bodies pile up in this intricately woven mystery from Anne Perry. 3 Debts Paid.
Okay. And then in nonfiction, to start off with, we've got Constructing a Nervous System. It's a memoir from Margot Jefferson. Then we have this one from Jenny Allen. It's titled Find Your People, Building Deep Community in a Lonely World. Got this biography, Billy Graham, The Man I Knew. It's by Greg Laurie with Marshall Terrell. And then another biography or memoir is called Hello Molly. It's from Molly Shannon, who was of SNL fame. Right. Then we've got True, The 4 Seasons of Jackie Robinson. That's from Kostya Kennedy. Another biography. This book is called It Was Vulgar and It Was Beautiful, How AIDS Activists Used Art to Fight a Pandemic. That's from Jack Lowry. This is Assisted Dying, A Doctor's Story of Empowering Patients at the End of Life by Stephanie Green, MD. Junk Science and the American Criminal Justice System from M. Chris Fabricant. Next is The Founders, the story of PayPal and the entrepreneurs who shaped Silicon Valley. That's from Jimmy Soni. This book is called For Single Mothers Working as Train Conductors. It is from Laura Esther Wolfson, who is also a former writer-in-residence at the Fairhope Cottage. It's a biography or a memoir. Then we have The Imposter's War, The Press, Propaganda, and the Newsmen Who Battled for the Minds of America from Mark Arsenault. And finally, we have Ancestors, The Prehistory of Britain in 7 Burials from Professor Alice Roberts.
Thanks for joining us today, and if any of these take your fancy, come on by the library or go to our website, fairhopelibrary.org, to put a hold on them. Thank you.
Bye.